together. Weekends in leather, flip to the right and slip back to the left. For handshakes at the ranch and small talk at the crossroads. Driving up to the ladder and sucking on every rung. Coming up forever and hanging on. That's entertainment when the cameras roll. Can you face the pavement for a happy dog and pony show? Everybody loves you, baby. Of course they do. Do you miss me? I miss you. Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Buy this car to drive to work to work. Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Say you wanna get in and you're gonna get out, but you won't, 'cause it's a trap. Say you wanna get in, and then you wanna get out. When you get the money to buy yourself a castle, how will you wear your leisure? You zipper back and front on the fence together. Weekends in leather, flip to the right and slip back to the left. For handshakes at the ranch and small talk at the crossroads. Driving up to the ladder and sucking on every rung. Coming up forever and hanging on. That's entertainment when the cameras roll. Can you face the pavement for a happy dog and pony show? Everybody loves you, baby. Of course they do. Do you miss me? I miss you. to try. Say you wanna get in, and then you wanna get out. When you get the money to buy yourself a castle, how will you wear your leisure? You zipper back and front on the fence together. Weekends in leather, flip to the right and slip back to the left. For handshakes to the ranch and small talk at the crossroads, driving up to the ladder and sucking on every rung, coming up forever and hanging on. That's entertainment when the cameras roll. Can you face the pavement for a happy dog and pony show? Everybody loves you, baby. Of course they do. Do you miss me? I'll miss you. Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Buy this car to drive to work to work. Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Buy this car to drive to work.
Welcome to the YellBRo. I'm Jordan, this is James, and tonight we're watching Game 4 of the NBA Finals while playing MLB The Show. The Golden State Warriors versus the Toronto Raptors. Toronto is up 2-1, and I'm making my pick now. Warriors will win this game. If they don't win, they're fucked. Unless there's an epic comeback or Kevin Durant's like, let me play. And he just takes over the series. But they need this win, Golden State Warriors, so I'm picking them. Decent night. I'd say like 30 points from Steph, 25 plus points from Klay Thompson. Draymond gets a triple-double, and the Warriors win convincingly. Convincingly, like the last minute, they're up by 10. That is my basketball analysis. We're getting ready for the game to start. ABC is selling you corporate food.
Yeah.
All right, Raptors got Lowry, Green, Leonard, Siakam, and Gasol. Warriors got Curry, Thompson, Iguodala, Green, and Cousins. On paper, the Warriors should have swept this team already. Especially with I told you like a week ago or something. I'm like the way Kawhi Leonard plays, I'm like, oh, he's like the next Michael Jordan. Just the style of how he plays, the clutch. But he hasn't seemed like that to me in this series, so. Hey, maybe he does it this game. All right, here we go. Tip off. I'm going to try to find some way to get the score on the screen for you guys. See if that works. Bam. Hopefully you guys can see that. Alright. I look like the game? You fucking foreign motherfucker. I look nothing like the game.
Your older man looks like a steroid version of the game. You can see that, right?
He says you're triggered already.
All I know is that dude's whack. Everything about him is whack.
So my shoes are off already. Is that Kyle Lowry? Fuck. Yeah, they're $300. Just grab my extra 10 pairs are in the locker room right now. No problem. That's right. We are playing MLB The Show as I watch the NBA Finals.
Well, not only that.
And we're watching some of the highlights. Is this the full match or highlights?
This is highlights.
Some of the highlights of the Saudi WWE thing.
Yeah.
They probably snuck some bombs in with them. Trump's like, sneak these in with you.
Fuck, man.
Pretend it's a trailer you left behind by accident.
You could have just said weapons or something.
Nah, missiles. Missiles, tanks, bombs, whatever. Right. Oh,
That was
yes. Playing the Mets. Who's this fuckboy?
I don't know. He's probably
Trash, right? That's what you're going to say? I agree with you.
I was gonna say he's probably doing decent right now.
No one has scored yet, by the way, in the finals. Oh. Dick shot. Oh. Travel.
Yo, it looks like he can't move around, man.
Nobody has scored yet, still.
You know what I mean? Is it like, was Cousins like ever that guy that like fucking, I don't know, not just a big dude? You know what I mean?
He's never a freak athlete.
Okay.
He's always like, I'm bigger and stronger than you.
Oh, that's it?
Oh, most of the time. And more skilled.
Oh.
Steph making the first bucket. It's a good sign for the Warriors. Bad sign for the Mets, though.
Bad sign for the Mets. Oh, no. Look at this.
Boogie just bullying Gasol.
This is already a better match than that fucking WrestleMania match they had. Well, the one that Triple H had. Oh.
I can't see it. Right.
It's like without a story, I just don't give a fuck, you know. It's tough to.
3 minutes in. Oh, you guys have to score before we do. Look at that. We're on a delay. Good.
My guest. Ooh. You're saying there won't be any suspect shit going on?
I mean, rigged.
Rigged, yes.
I haven't gone in my rabbit hole of NBA rigged compilation videos.
Oh, you're late then.
Yeah, that's right, you pussy.
Usually that's like what, the winner? Right? You're my guest.
Trump came to Ireland and said Ireland for the Irish. Do you really want that guy back in your message?
You said nuke the Middle East.
Exactly. Do you want that guy to be saying the same thing you say? I don't think so.
I'm going to start calling Muay Thai Andre. A whole lot of nothing. Fuck you.
Who's that?
Flattery?
Huh?
Flattery.
Flattery?
Flattery, I believe his name is. Flattery. My bad.
Flaherty.
Flaherty. Daniel Murphy. I'm like, yeah, you need a rest today, buddy. Sir?
Lies? Oh.
You could just...
Yes, I do. Yes, and do. Someone's been drinking some Propa 12.
Someone doesn't have any idea what Trump's been doing as far as foreign policy goes.
And domestic from things I've heard.
Oh, yeah.
As in, we help the rich guys out.
Yeah.
Fuck the poor guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys seen Elizabeth Warren's town hall. It could be set up and fake, but people complaining about jobs leaving, middle America and whatnot. Not that I care so much about how much jobs can you create.
You're Andre the waiter. I dare you to find out what that means. But yeah, if you really do support Trump,
Draymond.
then either you have no idea what that guy's really about, or you're just ignorant. No. What I just said previously before would mean that you're ignorant. You have no idea what he's really about, meaning you have no idea about his foreign policy or what he does domestically, Or you're a corrupt fucker, meaning you have an idea what's going on, you just don't care. So have fun with that, but you probably don't really mean anything you're saying right now. It's a whole lot of nothing.
In basketball language, I would normally say you want a guy who's sort of unproven to start making his outside shots. But that won't matter for Draymond Green. He'd have to make like 6 in a row for them to be like, okay, now we got to cover you. Otherwise, he's going to get left open all night long. Wide open. Only if it was a college three-pointer instead of an NBA three. He looked a lot better in college shooting the basketball. Michigan State.
Oh, he has no idea.
Fucking Taco Bell.
If America is so bad, why don't you go to move to a lovely... Because I don't have to. I can point out shitty things anywhere I want. He doesn't have to move anywhere. So I ask you, do you have any idea what that guy's doing? Do you have any idea what Trump's really about? And if you do, tell me.
Probably not, like most of his followers.
Yeah.
And the ones that know about him and still following, they're into that Q shit.
It's like whenever I hear that, if it's so bad here, why don't you leave? It's like
you leave. It'll get better.
He claims he's from Ireland, though. The point is, it's like, oh, see how the solution is to fix the problem. I don't have to leave. I don't have to go anywhere. Yeah. It's not the place, it's the people. So every time I hear that, I'm like, oh, you're an idiot.
Also, for me, at the very least, I move towards the problem. If I can't go there physically, I mentally go there. As in, let me pay attention to this shitty thing happening. Okay. Yeah, thanks for that, buddy. You saving the Mets, fucking Yankee fan. Your crosstown brothers.
I don't hate them. I hate them when they play the Yankees.
I like their... I like Shea Stadium. I like their uniforms. The colors are okay. Team's trash. Fuck all their players. Fuck who's ever played there. Fuck their history. Fuck their Hall of Famers. Fuck any records. I hope someone would have shot fucking Yohan Santana before he threw that no-hitter. Right in the Achilles.
Oh. You know what the fucked up part is?
Fuck Citi Field.
That dude actually did tear his Achilles when he was trying to come back. When he was trying to make a comeback, he tore his Achilles. From what I remember, I think.
Really?
Yeah. He tried to make a comeback, tore his shoulder capsule. He tore his shoulder capsule. He was gone for I don't know how long. Then he tried to make a comeback. Then he tore his Achilles tendon. I don't know if that's him or if that's Mark Mulder. I don't remember. But either way, it's like Christ, guys.
I like Yohan. So that's why I erased my memory of him being on the Mets. Say he's the Twins the whole time.
So the Mexicans fleeing Colombia, Venezuela, the Middle East, etc., etc. What's your point? Kind of going back on what you have been saying. Like what? I don't think you have any clue what I've been saying or what we've been saying. Like what?
There's Kevin Looney.
If you want to talk about foreign wars and shit like that, or foreign influence on other governments, we can go there. But
now, all those sports analysis guys are making Kevin Looney to be very important to this team as far as rebounding and defense.
What have I been saying? Tell me. I'm not sure about Colombia, but Venezuela, the Middle East, that's all U.S. Influence.
You know what's funny is, like,
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
of all, like, the Ball is Life mixtapes and all that shit I watch, it's like all these guys that are just, like, role players now. Like, every player on that court was a superstar at some point, either locally or nationally.
You said I don't have to leave running from my problems. Yeah, I don't have to leave a country to point out a problem. You said if it's so bad you're running to leave, basically. I don't have to.
I think you're getting trolled.
I don't give a fuck, man.
Oh, no.
Even a troll will cry and tap out. You know, I've seen it before. So yeah, what do you mean specifically as far as foreign countries? Like what? Be specific.
The Hook. Oh. Struggling Toronto right now. Scoreboard on the screen is going to be a little bit ahead of us, just so you know.
I'm kind of pissed Durant's not going to be there.
Yeah.
It's like, dude. I don't know, that's just like, this sucks so bad.
Oh, splashdown.
Like, how long has he been out?
Let's see. I think he missed the tail end of the first round, right?
Majority of the playoffs he's been out?
Yeah. Missed the tail end of the first round with a calf injury. Missed the whole second round. I could be wrong about this. Missed the whole second round. And has missed the whole final so far.
I don't know what that says.
Neither do I. Translate it to English for us. Mihal.
What is it? Oh, I have no fucking clue.
I think it's Russian or something. Me looking at that.
Looking at what?
The fucking score.
Oh, yeah.
It's ahead of us.
Just don't look at it.
I can see it right there.
Oh, so that was a rant, like, you know, I don't know, a guy like that, it's like, I wouldn't even accept, they get rings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't even, like, nah, donate to somebody. Give it to, like, a fan or something, you know? Like, I'm not there, you know? I didn't win it.
Again, I saw him. They're showing the highlights of him in the tunnel, giving like handshakes and shit to people.
Hold up.
He's just in sweatpants and socks, and his fucking ankles are so skinny. Oh my! He hasn't like nothing on his legs.
You two dupes are living in a bubble, but I understand some of the stuff you're saying. Like what? How do I live in a bubble? Or how do we live in a bubble? Tell us. I doubt you understand.
Going to timeout. Warriors up. It's like my prediction.
Just to think that shit used to be like, YouTube used to be fucking like a cool place to go. Now it's so corporate.
Corbett said it perfectly. It's like there was a reason why it was called YouTube.
Yeah.
It was for you guys. Like, creators can make shit and put it on there. Now it's just, yeah. Like, we can make more money doing this. Yeah. No.
They find ways for you not to hit home runs.
And they want you to go oppo or pull the ball. Just so they can have room to be like, oh, a little too early. 30 feet foul.
It's literally like when I hear guys, they go, you want to swing the bat this way. That way to create this desired effect, you know, for the ball. It's like, okay, they don't get it. I doubt these guys are going to get it.
Yeah, no.
You know?
Yeah,
like, go ask some dude who's like a frisbee player, you know?
I was watching, well, it was a while ago, the documentary about Michael Jordan playing in the minors.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, you could have worked on this. Like, little things where it's like, you basically just, like, we'll show him really, 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 really simple things and let his athleticism take over. Instead of, like, let's do some mechanical, like, let's really learn
Well,
this.
let's be honest here. I mean, how much do you think they really know?
That's what I'm saying.
Because think about it like this.
We went out there and took,
Double A is where the best prospects fucking go to play.
Yeah.
You know what they probably work on there? It's like, you're going single A is like, we're going to work on shit. Double A is like, you know, where all the best prospects fucking go. And they'll work like Tinker, I would say.
You're still supposed to have credible coaches.
I know. But then,
In fact, you'd probably have they're better coaches there.
I don't know about that, man.
I mean,
It would depend on
logically,
logically,
it's like
yeah,
we invested millions in you.
it would make sense.
Let's get the
It
best
would make
guy here.
perfect sense, but it's like coaches for what? Like maybe pitches, or like, you know, maybe an approach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like mechanical problems, I don't think so. I doubt it. I don't know, man. You know, because when I see guys like, I don't know, man. Like when I see Kevin Long, you know, I mean, no offense to him, but it's like, oh, I think you could do. You're fucking probably flat out better. Flat out.
Yeah.
Like his adjustments, gonna get short to the ball. It's like, but what's your approach with that? You know. So it's like, it's just odd. It's odd to me. A dude that fucking, I don't know how long he like trained for that, but the guy used to walk up, not just to walk up there, but a guy to like, you know, not be polished at all really, and hit 240 or 250 in double A, and perform decently. That's like, I'm like, whoa, you know. He's not the best athlete, no. Now, when I see a guy like Tim Tebow, right, who got promoted to AAA, I believe, And you can clearly see what's wrong with his swing, you know, like clearly. But he gets away with it because he's so fucking big and powerful. So it's like, hey dude, do you see how there's a big hole in your swing? You know? Hey, Alex Bregman isn't nearly as powerful as you, or as explosive. But there's something he's able to do that can shorten his time to the ball. You know? Anyway. I wonder. I mean, I try not to fucking shit on coaches or anything. It's probably shit, you know.
I'm so happy, GMS. What do you kids say? What's GMS?
I have no idea.
With you kids.
Why are you happy, sir?
Grandma style?
Grandma style?
Give me my sookie.
Jesus. You mean like got my Skittles or something? You know?
Good pass. I don't know what score you guys are seeing, but
You fucking, like, how good do you think these teams are as far as pairing them up with, like,
all-time teams.
yeah.
Warriors, when they're healthy, they're right up there. Just on scoring power.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But sometimes you have teams that just work really well together. Like think of like the late 90s Yankees, late 90s, early 2000 Yankees,
All right.
where it's like there's no super duper stars really on the team, but they just work together very, very, very well. Everyone knows what they're doing. They just do that. Think of that with one super duper player.
Right.
It's like the 96 Bulls.
Okay.
Or the 90s Bulls. Not just one team from one year. Also, it's like Shaq in his prime. It's like, fuck. Good fucking luck, man.
Well, didn't
They're
shut
just
down-
fouling him all game. He'll bully DeMarcus Cousins. He'll bully him around.
I think I could have guessed that.
If you're not faster than him either.
No.
Shaq's probably a faster, more agile athlete than Boogie Cousins, and he's stronger and
So,
bigger.
picture of him when he was with the Magic, right? He was with the Magic.
Yeah, that's when he was skinny strong,
I'm like,
still strong as fuck.
and I remember when I was a kid, I'd see him, like, you know, in commercials and shit. Like, with
Yeah.
the Lakers jersey and shit. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh fuck. Yeah. A giant human.
Yeah. He's fucking bigger than, like, I remember when I was older, I didn't realize that dude's actually bigger than the Big Show.
Oh,
He's bigger than him.
one of my
Now you bring it back when he was way younger when they compare the two in size. Like, oh no, you're way, way bigger than that guy.
one of my favorite movies when I was a kid was Blue Chips. That shit was awesome with Nick Nolte. Blue Chips. It was one. All right, there's this basketball coach, right? College, big time Division I program, college basketball coach. Traditionally, great teams always every year, and then these other teams started basically buying players. Then one year he gave in, I guess, or he hired someone that would, pay for players. So he ended up getting like Shaq, like Anthony Hardaway, like actual pros that were like acting as college kids. I'm like, if that was real, you would never lose, ever. Ever. Like they almost symbolize it. Like you get Shaq, you get Hardaway, basically like a Kobe. You get the next Larry Bird. Like you get all these great players. I was like, oh, this is awesome. And know how they discovered Shaq? He was like some random unknown dude. Where Nick Nolte, the coach, is just like going through the ghettos, through the jungle to get to this like underground basketball court where there's like 7'2" dudes just breaking. We're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
That's insane.
He's in like Louisiana, just hiding away. Like,
The first time I ever
how
heard
come no one knows you?
first time I ever heard something like that was the fucking second baseman Howie Kendrick. Like some dude just found him, just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, end of the first quarter. Warriors 25.
I always like
Raptors
that. I always
17.
like that better, you know? It's like, oh, just out of nowhere. Oh, there you are. Come with me.
I can't explain it how awesome like that particular scene was. As a kid, at least. Now I've seen too many movies.
I gave Martin the wrong link, like an asshole.
For what, the stream?
Yeah.
You just go to our page.
I don't know, man. Like, I keep telling the guy, like, give me the link. I'm like, you're fucking subscribed, right? Fucking just, you know? Or he's just really lazy. I don't know.
Or you just subscribe now.
Or maybe. Oh my god. Fuck. For all this fucking time, I thought he subscribed.
Might have been Twitch.
It's his birthday today. He just told me.
Excuse me.
Better. Martine is now old enough to drink alcohol.
Ah, there it is.
Think what? Does that mean? Is that something? Yes,
I think you.
if only we had, you know.
Oh, Golden State Warrior.
Woo! Martin
That's caught.
tells me
Nope.
he's a big basketball guy.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Dunk contest, I think.
Kiki Drake.
Okay. Someone on.
That dude should just stay away or like pretend he's not there. Drake.
I forgot what it was. Someone. There's like a Drake meme going around.
The Drake meme.
Yeah, where like someone.
Did it show like two of them and he was like smiling and shit?
No, it was like. Did someone hire Drake to cheer for this guy so they lose? So I think it might have been the Anthony Joshua shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
It's like when I saw him hold McGregor's flag up, I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember, like, I thought that shit was so funny. I saw him try getting into the Heat when they were the fucking shit, I guess. Try getting in the locker room and got denied. I was like, I don't know, dude. It's like every fucking time, like you're friends with these guys.
Yeah.
Like, be loyal to the team, man.
Apparently the Nets are trying to get Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant next year.
Ooh.
They just cleared a bunch of cap space.
Why though?
Why?
Yeah. Why would they want to leave?
More money.
Don't you want to win?
More money, and they want to win and be like, I'm the reason they won. I don't know if Kyrie wants that so much, but I think KD wants that. To some degree. These guys, these NBA dudes are all about their legacy. They're all chasing Michael Jordan. It's like, as soon as you fuck up once, like, it's too late. It's like you have to be almost have like a almost perfect career. As soon as you win, you have to just dominate for the rest of your time. You can't like lose again.
It's like, why not have the greatest team ever, you know? Constantly, like, become the new fucking Yankees or something, you know? Obviously, only one place will like that, and that's their fucking home team, but...
Martine says, Vince, Gordon, Zach, best dunkers in the world.
I don't know.
I take Vince Carter over all of them. If Vince Carter realized about those guys' creativity and how they did shit, he would have won. He would have did all those fucking crazy dunks.
What team was he on majority of his career?
Raptors.
That's right. I can't remember him now. Okay.
Yeah, he's the guy who jumped over the 7-footer in the Olympics.
Yeah.
See, like Levine. Well, Levine's was a lot more original. But Gordon's dunks in that dunk contest, he was doing a lot of shit you could just find on YouTube. Because they got like pro dunking leagues now and shit. Anyways.
I used to be really impressed whenever I see what's his name? What's his name? Small dude.
Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson. Yeah. Whenever I see him in dunk contests.
But check out Lipek on Instagram. He's part of Dunk Elite. See, they have like dunk teams and shit.
Yeah.
Like that dude I showed you, the 5'4" dude. He's doing like windmills and shit with his head near the rim. And he's from Poland. Our team's the same as Knicks. They have the same cap space.
I don't know, man.
Knicks need to stop losing.
Yeah, I tried watching them. I tried.
Like the Brooklyn Nets, like pretty early, we're already making playoffs and shit with Darren Williams. They had KG for a while, Pierce.
I don't get it. I mean, I get legacy and all that, but it's like, guys, how about just have the best team ever? And win.
They want. That's always the conversation in basketball: is who's the best player.
I mean, team.
I'm saying
Like, you can be the best player, but it doesn't mean shit if you don't win.
that's what they mean. Like if LeBron was just winning every year, winning championships every year, they'd be like, "Oh, he's the best ever."
He's not.
But he doesn't win every year.
No.
Like him even making the finals years in a row wasn't enough yet to win the title.
Yeah.
So they know that the team award is heavy in the conversation for individual best player ever.
I mean, I'm not big on basketball, but all I know is it's like, just the only, like, fucking, I mean, I'm probably actually dominant team that ever went to the finals of the, World Series consecutively and consistently.
Yeah.
And they never once had the fucking MVP, like the best player. Not once, They had really good players, but it's like, oh. Like, Bonds was the fuck. You could argue that Bonds and Griffey, whatever the fuck, are the best players. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
Win. Think about that. With like the fucking Mariners, you had Griffey, Edgar Martinez, A-Rod. You don't win shit.
Well, that's why Babe Ruth is the name, right?
Yeah.
He is the name of baseball until someone passes him. Before MJ, it was Bird and Magic, and they were just winning titles over and over again. So maybe Kareem in there, maybe Wilt.
I can see that.
Yeah, dude got dunked on, was supposed to go to the NBA. Never made it there after.
Wow.
Yeah, just branded victim on him.
Oh, I really like, as far as highlights, 'cause I never watched him play, but I always liked watching highlights and shit of Iverson. That dude was a freak.
Iverson was fucking awesome, man. Because I was like, just like around teenager, like early teenager age when AI started getting crazy. And it was like, oh, this is so fun to watch. What was it, 2001? When he took his team to the finals?
Yeah, but they lost.
on his own. One game one against Shaq and Kobe.
When did he step over that dude?
Game
What
one.
was that? Game one?
That was
That
Tyronn Lue.
That was it.
That was the only game they won.
Yeah.
They were overmatched, man. Way overmatched.
Wasn't that team, Philadelphia, wasn't that built around him?
Yeah,
Wait, basically him and a
without
bunch of
spending so
supporting
much
roles?
money. Yeah, everyone was a supporting role. Even like a guy like Mutombo, who's like a defensive only guy. Like, Allen, you score all the points you possibly can. Everyone else play a role.
Yeah, that ain't
Hit it.
gonna work.
Hit a shot when he passes to you.
See, it's like those teams that, like, if one dude, like, can't execute, there's this other dude that just for some reason just comes up.
No, all they had to do was put.
It's insane. That's what really got me into, like, fucking, like, baseball. I'm like, what the fuck is this? When I look back at those highlights of that old Yankee team, I'm like, oh my god, man.
Yeah.
Just always, for some fucking reason, like, just someone just comes up clutch, man.
Yeah.
He was never the best player in the league ever. That's what fucking astounded me.
That's
I was like, what the fuck? Just
sort of
for
like
some reason.
they had a full team of Robert Ory's, one of those guys that just hits clutch shots.
There you hand me the controller. He stepped over who?
Tyronn Lue,
Toronto.
or Tyron, however you say his name.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's like, okay, now I have to dunk on this guy. My nuts have to hit him in the face. Pause. That's gone. God. Here's the thing. He'll bat 199 the whole season, then he'll walk off Grand Slam and win World Series.
Pimping it. Pimping it. I was gonna say, okay, those Yankee teams, right? We had a bunch of guys that on any night could do a clutch shit. Whatever. You had any guy on any night that could be like clutch. Like the Bulls, the '90s Bulls, had this one guy who could be clutch like all the time, just always on clutch. And that's why he's, you're this way above everyone else.
This is mad old. I remember when I first started really watching basketball. Like, I stopped, obviously, but when I was watching, it was when fucking Mark Stoudemire was on the Knicks. And he had that streak of, like, 30-point games and shit. I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? But for some reason, like, every night.
I forgot I can show shit here.
Huh?
I forgot I can show things.
Yeah?
Like, here's the dunk we're talking about with Vince Carter.
Apparently, Martine and AI are fucking they're brothers. You know? They were separated at birth. They're twins.
Can't turn the volume on. Oh, okay.
Born on the same day, you heard.
Let's see if I can get this.
What are you trying to do?
Wait, who's born? It's AI's birthday? Same day as him? Shit.
Separated at birth.
Where's your cornrows, Martine?
Corn roll or corn roll? Did you say corn roll?
Cornrows.
Okay, I think you said corn roll. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh!
What'd you do?
Back to the phone. Oh, we're good. We're good. Ridiculously overpriced phone. That's probably the 6th time I fucking dropped that phone.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh my god, that's fucking mean. That's mean, dude.
Look at this shit. He almost punched Garnett here. He almost punched him.
Dude, Garnett looked like, because that dude's always sweating and shit, he looks mega brolic, man. When you hit it.
Suck me, bro. I don't want to play too much.
Just one more time.
I think it'll show a different angle. There. Carnet.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking iconic, man. What was the other thing? Oh, don't worry about it.
What do you mean the other thing?
There's another thing I was thinking of that we were talking about. Oh, no, I was thinking it in my head as we were talking about Amari Stoudemire.
Garnett almost got one on Vince, yeah.
When Amari Stoudemire dunked on Yao Ming, and Stephon Marbury's like, he's like, why'd you do that? He's like crying as he does. That's one of my favorite dunks of all time. I'll play that soon. That's fucking hilarious.
When we get back at the working out, give it like a couple months here and there, then we'll just randomly appear at the Y, just dunk, just for fun. That'd be like the plyo workout. You'll see. Just leave. It'll be fucking fun.
Fuck. They should do that at random parks. 'Cause my friends were nerds, so so I go and play with them. We play against some random people at a park. And I just dunk all over people. Oof. Looking for something else. What?
The discount code? We're
All
gonna
right.
put it up tomorrow, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighting. We're only gonna do it for fights only.
I was gonna. Yeah. I don't care when we do it. Up to you.
I mean, I was gonna tell you today. That way you don't have to do it fucking like, oh, now you tell me, and you gotta fucking put it up and shit. You know what I mean?
I can figure shit out. Up to you.
But yeah, we'll definitely.
Fuck. That's right, guys. Put the website in there, Martine.
A link? Yeah.
No, I knew it. Whatever. You know, I'm okay with that because of Mr. Carlos Beltran. Thank you, sir.
Carlos Beltran.
One of my favorite highlights.
That curveball and striking out on to end the game.
That's right.
Adam Wainwright curveball.
Nick Nurse decides to go to this alignment with all the switching, and you see Ibaka creating havoc and the little jump hook along with Gasol pounding the board.
I don't know if that's a link. Is that a link? Is that
It's
just
not
a...
going to be pretty. It's been ugly for both teams offensively.
I guess not.
Rebound the ball in those type of games.
So, what was the difference between... I don't know. What was it?
Oh, it wasn't Yao Ming. It was Michael Olawokandi.
What was the difference between the rules back then as far as like physicality and like fouls?
You're allowed to be a lot more physical.
Is that like more exciting?
Nah. Oh, depends on what you're looking for, you know? If you want, like, close-knit, bruising game, and you want that era. If you want to see shitload of points, fancy dunks, crazy threes, this would be more your era.
What's better?
For me? Mine either way. It's not like some sport where I'm like married to it. Like if it was baseball and they're changing all this shit around, I'd be like, fuck you guys. Splash.
Ha ha, Martin. Ha 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 ha.
Alright, this is Amari Stoudemire
I'm not getting a gender change.
dunking all over the Clippers with Stephon Marbury's reaction. Wait for the angle.
That's fucking cool.
Wait for the angle. Wait, show it. Wait, wait for Marbury. He's like,
That's not right. There's something that just should not happen. Oh. I don't know, man. I just.
oh, what rock music is this? Rock movie is this?
Rock?
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is Scorpion King 8.
Some like super HGH.
I think it's Fast and the Furious. For some reason, there's Samoan shit.
Well, he is Samoan.
Yeah, but he plays like a cop and shit.
I know, like, for some reason.
Maybe it's not.
Oh, they threw in that fucking.
It is.
They
Look
threw
at that.
that guy in from like wrestling, the Roman Reigns guy.
They need to throw Tulsi Gabbard in that motherfucker. Get it lit.
Oh yeah.
We will not stand for regime change. Wars.
No, we will not stand for regime change. Wars. Doing that shit with the fucking, what do you call it? Who's girl, whatever the fuck, right? Nah, I'm just Josh. But I don't know, man. It's like
Oh, that's gone.
that's fucking dumb.
Fuck
That's
out of
fucking-
here.
Fuck out of here, Myers, bitch. Fuck. Yeah, shit.
Pimp it, son.
I'm always curious because I remember I see fucking people have arguments online and shit. Like, oh, they wouldn't last back then. I'm like, wouldn't they? You sure?
It'd be a lot more difficult for guys like LeBron, who are like bully, bruiser type guys, anyways.
Yeah.
To where it's like, if you touch him the wrong way, he'll get a foul call. Back then, they'll be like, they'll draw fouls by throwing you in the front row or something. Be like, ooh, in midair.
What is this? See that?
What? I don't know. Is it an Amazon show or something?
Look at this.
That's a lowered hoop. That's a lower hoop, son. Can't trick me. Maybe. Or that guy's really fucking tall.
That's him.
Oh, that's a 7-footer, dude?
I think that's Martin.
That's a lower rim, son. Stop cheating.
Looking brolic for that. Oh, you're back. What the fuck? Come on, man.
This is for you, Martine, on your birthday.
That's mean, dude.
That's street ball, man. .95 centimeters. Is that your vertical? Centimeters are like this. He's gonna look it up. think the Warriors are going to pull away. Not yet. I think late third quarter, they're going to get a double-digit lead. Raptors are going to make somewhat of a comeback. But the last minute, it'll be like double-digit plus lead for the Warriors. And they'll walk away with a relatively easy win. They need this game. Yeah. I told you. Fucking told you, man.
You mean meters then? I just 8 feet 5 inches.
Fucking foreigners with your metric system.
What's the height of an actual one? NBA.
10 feet.
10 feet.
I know. I've been up there many times. Basketball hoops. No.
Okay.
I don't know if they're desperate, man. I don't know if they're desperate. I don't know what Mike Green's talking about.
Huh?
He said desperate, whatever. I'm like, I don't know about that. These guys have been here before without KD there.
Warm up Mo and Britain. Never know. Oh, nope.
Don't catch that. Fuck you.
You said the Warriors are gonna win this shit?
Yeah, by double digits. And my prediction counts if it's like 30 seconds left and some guy scores a garbage bucket. I'm picking double digits. Yeah, that ain't a 10-foot rim.
Is it Martin?
Is it 10-foot rim?
I can't tell. I wouldn't be able to fucking tell. You know what I mean? When people talk about basketball, I just sit back and just go like this.
Oh,
I don't fucking know.
that's on Looney. See, a lot of that shit happens. Oh, I don't know if that is the exact scenario, but flopping.
I hate that.
That shit ain't happening back in the 90s like that.
I don't want it, man.
Say, oh, you're going to flop. I'm just going to hit you harder next time. So you really fall.
Why don't they have stricter rules and shit about that? Or do that?
They try to, but it's so subjective. You know what I mean? It's like a catcher framing pitches. It's like, stop doing that. You're tricking the umpire. It's like, I can't really regulate that shit.
Flopping?
It's hard unless it's so
How
obvious.
about just don't have it no more?
Because a lot of guys, they go there to take a charge, and it's like, you got 250 running full speed at you. It's like, you're going to sort of move out of the way a little bit as he's running into you. So it's like, is that flopping? So it's such a weird rule.
I don't
Draymond.
know. Maybe like if it's like
Fuck.
fucking blatant, you know? Like
Draymond
this,
just hit the corner of the backboard.
like this. It's like, oh,
Yeah, Marcus Smart.
the whole game you're gone.
King Flopper.
The whole game you're gone. Goodbye.
They probably teach that shit in like drills.
Don't.
Like, they're gonna have ball is life. It'd be kids flopping and shit.
Don't give it
Their
away.
highlight reel.
Let's see how many strikeouts.
3-pointer.
I have no idea. Martin said 10 centimeters lower. Said
So it was like a 9-foot rim.
That guy was 6'1".
That's easy.
Either fucking 6'11". Try to do this.
Yeah. They just stretched their arms out.
15 strikeouts. 1 hit. 1 walk. 90 pitches.
Oh, travel again.
Do they travel a fuck ton too?
They travel a lot.
Why the fuck?
When it's obvious like that, they usually call it
Why don't they though?
because it looks cool. I think.
Fuck that.
That's my opinion on it. Like when James Harden does his weird step back. It might not technically be a travel, but actually, yeah, a lot of times it's probably a travel. But it looks so like smooth and cool. Like, oh, we'll let that slide.
See Gasol, his body weight is going towards Curry, and they play against that defense all the time. Great slip by Looney.
Send me another picture. So the guy's 6'1".
The 90s and those games in the 80s. But Mike, it's not going to always
I can't tell if that's a.
Jumping from mighty far back. I don't know.
can't make a three. Curry not putting up numbers tonight.
Better have a 35 plus inch vertical. Jumping from that far away.
You said white man can jump.
I just showed him a video of a 5'4" white dude.
That dude looked like he was fucking Spanish. So.
Whatever. They're half white. Spain.
An argument can be made for me as well. Like I said, it's really
White-
I'm the only one.
White means the UK, and that's it.
Oh, I guess. Oh, but I'm.
Germans don't count. Italians don't count. Eastern European don't count.
I'm not even half.
Martine don't count.
Martine, you said Martine don't.
He don't count. There's only one white people. And they're from the UK.
Well, I'm not even half, man. My dad's half Italian, so it's like it's weird. It's like mom can't tan, dad maybe, he might be able to. My brother can't fucking do it. Me, it's like instantly like. Oh boy. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Do you have his name?
Andrew McFly.
That's his fucking name?
That's gotta be make believe, but
Is that his handle? Yeah. His fucking Instagram or Twitter.
alright.
He said for sure we don't count.
Here's a 5'4" dude dunking.
Oh, he's a beast. That's also running too. That's running, just saying. There's freaks out there from a standing, like do a standing vertical and shit. He's fucking fast.
Yeah. It's like a little running back.
I don't know if he can fucking do that standing though.
He probably gets pretty high standing.
Probably high, but I wouldn't say fucking whatever that was.
Oh, duh. No one does that. Oh, some guys that are like that tall get their head up near the rim just standing.
Distance, time left off the ground, so I'm looking for those guys.
Yeah, they get their head up near the rim just standing there. Or what's his name? Gerald Green, the cupcake dunk. Or birthday dunk, whatever they called it. He put a candle and a cupcake, put it on top of the rim, jumped, got his head over the rim, like near the rim, blew the candle out, then dunked it. It's like these. He might be the highest in-game jumper in NBA history. He's up there. He did this one windmill when he was on the Nets. He caught it on an alley-oop and windmilled it in midair, and his fucking neck was over the rim and shit. I might show that
It
shit.
says NBA cares and it shows a Gatorade commercial. Like high fructose corn syrup? No? Martine
Now he's just like a 3-point shooter.
Martine says I got hops.
Hey, I don't doubt you. Gerald Green.
Is he still playing?
Yeah. I think so. I haven't been paying attention all season long. He was on the Rockets this year, I think. Unless my 2K is outdated. That's how I know the rosters.
Martine said when he was younger he was 20 kilograms lighter. Guess how high I could jump? I don't know.
Watch how freaky this is. This is Gerald Green on the Nets. I was like, what the fuck?
Let's see it.
It might be the best in-game dunk. Nah. Blake Griffins win that shit. Earl the GOAT. Ah.
I forgot to watch a documentary on him.
Isn't that pick off dimes off the top of the
Something
backboard?
like that.
People say Wilt was doing that, Wilt Chamberlain. But here's Gerald Green.
Oh, dude, that's fucked up. See that?
Oh my god. Look at this shit when it goes in slow motion.
That's it.
Hurry up, Freddie, copyright. What? They show a replay? Watch when they show a certain angle. It's like, what the freak?
Oh my god.
Look at that shit. It's just like, what the
Yeah.
freak?
Yeah. It's fucking freaky, dude.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy to me.
Artine, what was your vertical? Let's go. 2 RBIs. At least.
So,
Now, is Draymond Green like, is he like a super support player? You know what I mean?
yeah. He's like a utility guy.
Yeah.
So you do everything. You're not the best at any one thing, but you do it all pretty well, except for shooting.
Really?
Yeah. You can't. Fuck.
Oh.
This game won't let me check swing, man.
So he wouldn't be like a Hall of Famer or anything like that.
People are actually talking about him being in the Hall of Fame
How so?
because he contributes so much to winning. Sort of like what baseball should do when you have like a Bernie Williams.
Well,
Fuck.
for me, it's like, how much of an impact did he have?
Exactly.
He's also on the most fucking dominant fucking team ever.
Exactly.
Ever. And how many times did that dude come up? You know?
Warriors best record ever for a single season.
He said
3 titles.
he's not supposed to show us this shit. It's Kevin.
Oh, looks pretty smooth, man. And you got him looking pro.
He's rich, it doesn't count.
Oh, he looks smooth, man. Like he knows how to move.
Oh, he's really big into like exercise and shit. So he must have been doing something.
He's probably quick twitch.
Probably, man.
He looks better than Steve Rolls.
Kevin Love looking real good.
Looks better than the guy Triple G's probably going to run over tomorrow.
Think so?
Yeah, but it's a whole different story when another guy's in there with you. You can look smooth all you want. Pop, pop. And a guy goes and you're like,
Yeah.
sorry.
NBA carries and they show me this garbage. That's glue. My dad told me all about that shit when I was a kid. Like, a kid that was like, listen, that's glue. None of that shit's real. All for show.
Why waste the resources on a commercial? Why make an actual pizza and heat it and feed it to someone who's hungry for free? Why do that?
That shit, my dad made us those sandwiches and shit. He put the vegan cheese in there.
What sandwiches?
Like a bunch of vegetables, peppers, and fucking all that shit.
Alright. Yeah.
Put like vegan cheese in there. The shit they brought. But everything else with it, like this tastes amazing. Like that's fucking proof. If someone gave the slightest fuck, you know, it'd be amazing.
Maybe. Right, that one thing was trending. What are they called? Something burgers or
Oh, Beyond Meat, fuck that shit.
Yeah,
Garbage. That shit tasted awful.
yeah. That shit was trending. They're apparently moving up as far as making money.
Hey man, it must taste different because that shit was garbage when I was tasting it.
I've never had it before.
Fucking nasty. So don't eat them. Burger tastes way better than that bull crap. You know what I mean? It did. I'm not lying about that. You know? Like these quinoa burgers that used to be like my mom used to get, whatever, those fucking tasted really good. Especially when you added shit on there. This fucking thing I had, that shit was garbage. Beyond meat, fucking beyond my fucking taste bud. Get the fuck
What'd you do? Order it?
Man, my dad brought it home. Even he said this fucking shit was nasty.
Was they have like a chain or something?
I don't know how the fuck he got it. What?
I could figure it like a guy with a froggy voice. Boss, the new shipment's in. Yeah, bring it over here. Hey, Tony, open the crate up.
Tony, dude, that shit was nasty. It was nasty.
Boss, the new product's in.
You don't run shit, Muay Thai. The only thing you run is when you run away from the fucking argument.
Muay Thai laying in the cut, just waiting for his chance to strike.
No, you know what he did? He waited for everybody to forget what the fuck we were talking about. And he tries to come back here.
My amor. I'm still waiting, ladies. I want to see a female basketball phenom.
Oh, you'll
I'm
see
waiting.
eventually.
And had to add that on it. Gay boys.
It's like, gay vibe. Like, dude, I'm telling you, look at this.
Do you want pancakes? Nah, I'm good, man. Bitches.
My fucking niece, dude. Look at this shit.
Oh, athlete?
I'm like, what the hell?
Gymnastics.
Nah. My other niece. Right here. I'm like, oh, God.
What's that for?
I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? When I'm like 8 or 9, I wasn't fucking doing this shit. I'm like
Kettlebell
oh, no.
deadlifts.
Yeah. I guess this will never go away. Except this, maybe. Dude, it's like,
I will wait.
huh?
I will be watching. I will wait
What do you mean?
for that fucking phenom female basketball player. Not just athlete.
I'm a leftist soy boy. How? You never answered our question, by the way. I'm not gonna let you get away with this. Oh, that's right. And you said we're living in a bubble.
That's right, straight from Hollywood. Or in that LA bubble.
Fuck, son. I wish this guy would call me. Get wrecked mad quick. Embarrassing. Can't chat on.
Hi, you wee bastards. It's me.
Martin, you can call in. You said we live in a bubble. What do you mean, Muay Thai? That was the question.
It's just like most people know State Farm for home in Ottawa.
And you're calling me a leftist soy boy. I wonder, you know. This is what I mean, dude. Are you like serious? Do you have like an actual point, or are you just fucking around?
No, let them speak.
Yeah, how?
It's the only guy that argues with trolls. Or with troll
I don't know if
like.
they're trolls or not, so I don't care who it is. Dude, Martin says he can't open the chat.
You can't what?
You can't open the chat.
What are you on your phone? What?
He said he can't open the chat. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. What? You can't get on?
Oh, it's me, Muay Thai.
Oh, you want? Oh, dude, just call him with Google Hangouts. No, I want people to use it more, so call him with that.
Get the 2019 Explorer with $7,500 total value only at your local Northwest Ford dealer.
You gotta ask him. Yeah, you gotta ask him.
Ask me what?
To drive.
To drive?
Yeah.
For what?
What are we doing? From JFK to what?
Is that too much pizza?
XLNY, too much pizza. When have we ever said that's too much pizza?
Maddie,
What you talking about, fool? Don't be racist, Muay Thai. Don't be a hater.
He wants you to drive him to New York City, like from JFK to Atlantic City. He'll pay you to.
Ha
He laughed.
Do you agree with what?
He said you get paid.
No, I don't, Muay Thai.
And you get a VIP ticket. Why am I doing this? You fucking talk to him.
No, I'm good.
He said he doesn't want to talk to him.
Jordan's busy watching commercials.
How about we talk about this after it now?
Jordan's busy watching commercials.
No problem, man. I'll just talk to us in the chat for now. Fucking mean old man, you.
Oh, because I won't drive someone to Atlantic City?
Yeah. I'm like.
And I won't take a phone call in the middle of a live stream?
Maybe.
I apologize. I'm sorry for being so mean.
I thought he had trouble with the fucking chat. That's why I picked it up.
That's probably his phone.
Probably. Let's see. Do you agree with what the wall is being built for? God damn it.
We call that fate. Because I expect a 30-minute response to happen. What's up, propaganda? Hey, we're talking about anything.
You see it?
Nicholas Yeenwood says rigged. Go ahead, do that again. Do that again. No, it didn't.
Nothing?
Leave it. Is it plugged in all the way?
Yeah.
Try it. Wait. Windows is not recognizing your microphone. Fuck. Damn it, James. Is it rigged? I don't know. Maybe. I do get entertained by watching the rigged conspiracy videos. It doesn't even have to be a guy commenting. It could just be highlights of, look at this play. I'm like, this is so fun. Alright. Yeah, you're not showing up.
That's weird.
Fuck. Make sure that's plugged in. Don't force it. Just. Indeed he is. You flustered him, Muay Thai. That's why I did that. You're pushing his buttons. He is indeed triggered. So that's like a flop right there. It's not plugged in. Just leave it. I'm guessing it's a software thing. Oh. Nope. My Windows is not recognizing it. Probably because we're like mid-use of it.
What do you think?
I'm not sure.
Fuck that. Just bring your mic right here.
Spins away from the double team. Cousins got a piece of it. Leonard gets it back. Fires away.
Iggy.
Raptors continue to try to push the pace
Very weird.
even after makes. The fastest they've played all year, Nick Nurse called it.
Just give it a couple seconds here.
Oh, you hear me?
They'll still be able to hear you.
Okay.
It's just it won't be as good as it was before. Good block.
Alright. Well,
Good job by Iguodala. This is the wide open.
Fuck.
Lowry doesn't quit on the play. Sends it out of bounds.
just don't even worry about me.
Second is to shoot. Leonard shoots and misses that time. Draymond Green racing up the floor.
Yeah. Swing it over to me. Pause.
Cousins seizing the advantage.
Straight out and one up.
Recognition for Van Fleet guarding him, and Cousins with a chance for a three-point play. Like you said, Mike, smart basketball. Cousins attacks, Van Fleet bumps, and Cousins finishes the play. Cousins misses the free throw. Cousins started the game, had a nightmare start, had 3 turnovers in the first couple of minutes.
It was just a midway thing, you know.
6 points.
Well, it looks like he's
The lead is 5.
I'll fix it.
You know what you're doing?
Falls down. Gasol.
No. Either way, I'll figure it out.
I've done it before though.
It's not right now, obviously.
6 to shoot, and Toronto gets possession. A good job defensively. Good help by Klay Thompson, and a good job by Marcus Cousins. Looked like Thompson actually was the first one to get it, but Cousins out there jumping. Gasol the back tip. 5 left. On the shot clock. Van Fleet long distance. That's good. All of a sudden, now Toronto knocking down threes. They're 3 for 5 here to
Very
start.
weird. Oh well. Turn that shit away.
Yeah.
What?
Take it out. Well, always have a backup upstairs.
Let's turn this volume up. Don't talk so close to it.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you agree with the wall being built? No, I don't. I don't agree with it being built. I don't think you understand what it's being built for, to be honest with you.
I already passed that.
Did you say this? Did you read this? I hate Jordan Club.
You love Jordan Club. Or do you mean Michael Jordan?
So Raptors are creeping up.
Yeah.
See, yeah,
2-point game.
Yeah. See, yeah, Moita, how am I a leftist and how are we living in a bubble? Tell me. And tell me, you tell me why that wall is being built. Tell me. Or the idea of it's there. Tell me why. See how little you know.
Mark my words. End of the third quarter. Warriors will be up by double digits. Remember these wise words. If not, I'll eat crow.
Propaganda, it's a fence, not a wall.
I think I'm calling Trump impotent.
Quite possibly.
Are you calling Trump flaccid?
Hey, either he's ignorant or ignorant of what's really going on, or he's a fucking murderer. Straight up. Yeah. if Golden State Warriors will not have a 12-0 break in the third. Talking to you. Nice pass, man. Wow.
Mark my words, son. Double-digit lead for Golden State by the end of the third.
Oh my God, propaganda. The social understanding of the wall. So, move on. People call it a wall. A fucking wall, like the Berlin Wall. The Great Wall, etc., etc.
Fuck.
Ha! Oh, man.
Block.
Oh. This tells me
What a
a lot,
fucking
man.
block by Draymond. Steph.
Muay Thai said, you know nearly one-third of the world's murderers is from Mexico and South America? Oh, God. What am I doing? Here, you take this shit, man.
You want me to take a pew?
You actually believe in that bullshit, Muay Thai? You serious? Where'd you hear that from? Show me. Show me evidence of that. Are you sure that wall wasn't just pandering to a group of people? That way a bunch of people are going to vote for a candidate like Trump? Are you sure?
You're just using him for practice, aren't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck out of here.
YouTube TV. Watch like a fan.
I think Devin's right here.
Murders.
Fuck it.
Either way.
Oh my God.
Show me evidence, man.
He's coming. Serve your father's family. Or serve
And you think that's why the wall's being built? If you're not going to imply that, right? Well, I'm going with the fact that, that idea that murderers and rapists, right? It's what was said about people coming in from Mexico or South America. So what? What are you saying? Why is the wall being built? Tell me. Or why is the idea there? Unless it's not just for pandering to a group of people.
Yeah. I mean, you could easily just end the war on drugs. What did the U.S. start doing? Legalizing weed. What did the cartel stop selling?
Weed.
Bum, bum, bum.
What was that? The CIA funneling drugs, cocaine into the U.S.? And they
Yeah.
got caught?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, God, this guy's a
You're here for basketball and an education.
Like I said, you're in a... How am I in a bubble, dude?
He's strolling
I
you.
don't... Listen, I don't give a fuck, all right? I don't give a fuck if he's a troll for he ain't. I don't give a fuck if he's 12, 8, 9, 2. I don't give a fuck. He could be 50. I don't give a shit. He could have an oxygen tank. I don't give a fuck. It's a conversation. That's what we're having right now. He's telling me I live in a bubble. I don't fucking think so. Every time I hear someone say this shit, you know, murder, like all the murderers are from, murderers or murders or the fuck come from Mexico or South America. Oh, you're parroting a fucking politician and his fucking team who conjured that shit, don't give a fuck about you. And they fucking won't tell you about the foreign wars. Fucking funding rebel groups. So that way they can fight their wars by proxy. That they fucking put drugs and weapons in here. Weapons, I'm not sure about that, but drugs definitely, they've been caught fucking putting cocaine, weed, and a bunch of shit like heroin in the U.S. So don't fucking tell me I live in a bubble. Fuck out of here. Don't fucking tell me I live in a bubble. I'm asking you, what does that fucking mean? You won't tell me shit. You're just parroting a fucking propaganda bullcrap from Trump. He's not gonna build a wall. He's pandering to a group of people that are gonna... Pandering to a group of people that are ignorant to what's really going on.
He may or may not build a wall. But the point is to keep that as the message so you don't pay attention to foreign policy. Now that the establishment Democrats crushed the wall dreams, he had to start talking about foreign policy, in which case he started blaming John Bolton and other officials in the Pentagon and the
Oh, he's-
military-industrial complex.
He's just as guilty.
He's passing the buck.
He was all for the fucking Venezuela, fucking foreign policy bullshit. I don't want to hear that. And don't tell me I'm a fucking soy boy leftist. Where the fuck that means? Because you're not gonna tell me in depth what's the left or what the fuck that really means. I don't belong to a political party or anything like that. Fuck out of here. Fuck Trump. Fuck Obama. Fuck Bush. Fuck Clinton. Fuck Carter. Fuck Reagan. And fuck Bush Sr. I want to fucking hear it.
Okay.
Don't fucking come out here with that weak shit. Fuck out of here. Fucking step on me like an ant. You don't fuck me with that, man. Don't tell me you're just fucking around.
Travel
You
again.
don't fuck around with shit like that. So are they gonna win?
Mark my words. Double-digit lead.
I always see that dude having a problem with the referee seemingly.
He's the new king of technical fouls.
Does he though?
Actually, they have both of them. Actually, they have all three of them. Durant, Cousins, and Green. They have the three kings of technical fouls.
This ought to be good. Biggest Muay Thai, biggest drug production, most murderers, and you want people coming from those shithole countries coming into a country you have no idea who they are? Dude, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Do you know you know what a drug cartel is? Do you have any idea the fucking connections they have with the fucking U.S. government?
And the Mexican government.
Yeah. Especially when you talk about
Pick.
fucking governments toppling other governments. A fucking coup, you know what that is? So it's basically, right? You could basically say, oh, what's happening in Venezuela right now is a good example of what a good imperial fucking country wants. To topple another government, but do it you could say democratically in a way. Get out whatever leader they had or corrupt them. And that way, look at that. So much shit can happen in that country that you don't even know about. Or just the common people. What's his name? Fucking big drug lord guy.
El Chapo.
Before him.
Escobar.
Escobar. You know he worked at the CIA, right?
Asset.
Look at that. So actually, I have talked to somebody who lives in Brazil. An actual Brazilian, yeah. Dude, don't fucking... If you don't want to have a discussion, get the fuck out of the way, alright? Fucking soft. Fuck out of here. Keep loving a dude that doesn't give a fuck about you.
I don't think he cares about Trump at all.
Well, he does or he doesn't, man. I just fucking wrecked his ass. Live.
Pause for my teammate here.
Fucking don't call me something that you don't even fucking know what it means. Fuck out of here.
The Warriors hurt themselves by taking 2 fouls in transition, which has now put them in the penalty.
Don't worry, propaganda. I'm not. What did Martin say? And people live there on $6 a month. Where? Oh, Venezuela. I don't know about that. The guy I talked to. I don't know. He definitely had an opinion on U.S. government. You know.
Well, they probably live on equivalent to $6 a month. God damn it.
Possibly. Did you say Golden State was gonna win?
Yeah. It's rigged. Who said that before? Nicholas? It's rigged. They knew my prediction and they're squandering it.
Special off the bench. The second half of Game 3 and here in Game 4. Both ends.
Dude, I'm asking you questions. You don't answer them. And you just come at me with fucking little weak ass comments. So don't even bother, man. It's like you're leftist soy boy. Well, how? That's why. Don't even, but dude, don't even. I'm done with you tonight. I'm done. Martin, said my friend, I think. My friend lives in Venezuela. Propaganda says because of neoliberalism. Yeah. Martin, so I have the inside knowledge. I'd say you have an inside opinion, you know. Ha.
See, when we think of $6 a month, that would be, we would also have to be paying rent, food, transportation to get to places, all that shit. Those guys have a socialized food system for the poor, for anyone, I think. I think they have like a SNAP program.
Yeah.
They have health care. Socialized healthcare. So, I've heard guys who said, I go there and I live in the barrios, which is like the poorest part. That's like their ghettos, basically. And they're like, there's plenty of food there. There's this, there's that. But you have inflation, you have these sanctions, and it always hits the poor people first. So, manufacturing a problem and then claiming to come in with a solution, I'm not buying it.
Me either.
Because all I have to do is prop up a puppet government, take off the sanctions, and say, look, they're doing better now because we got this new guy in.
Yeah.
God damn it, Kawhi.
Let's see. What's that?
A load of Brazilians moved to our town that lived in the favelas in Brazil. And every one of them said they will never step foot back in that country again, talking about how violent it is. Shut your mouth.
What does that have to do with anything I just said?
Well, they have a new tyrant in there, I believe.
Yeah, they have Bolsonaro.
Who was replacing a corrupt asshole before.
So I don't understand. With everything I just said.
One of Trump's boys, Bolsonaro.
So you tell me, man. Where am I wrong? What do you mean shut my mouth? I don't understand. What?
You got it.
I'm not talking to you.
No, you got it if you want to say something. It's on full volume. So
I got you.
not so close.
I'll just leave it right there then. I'm not on Google. I'm looking at the chat. That's what I'm doing. First you ask me about the wall.
And then you're telling me murders, largest amount of murders are from Mexico and South America. And I'm like, okay.
I'm gonna check our volume with that. Keep going.
Like, okay, do you know why that happens? Tell me why the wall should be built. Why the wall or the fence, whatever the fuck you want to call it, why should it be built? Or what's the idea for the wall being built? And you're probably going to say, oh, to keep the murderers out, or whatever the fuck, right? Because you're thinking a bunch of drug dealers are coming in from South America or Mexico. Is that what you're thinking? Well, if you look at what the U.S. government has been linked to, right? Or what governments they've been linked to as far as toppling foreign countries by funding rebel groups so they can fight wars by proxy and topple these foreign governments. And then how creepy it is that fucking the drug cartels also work with the U.S. government. So is it really group people from another fucking country, or is it the U.S. government giving them drugs, weapons, etc., rebel groups in these foreign countries? Or when they topple the government itself, just in general. And then shit carries over. Like the CIA getting caught funneling cocaine in here. So what argument do you have?
All right. Propaganda. Check out Ava Bartlett. Recognize reporting on Venezuela. People are not going hungry. I have heard that report.
Yeah.
But the person I heard of was a guest on Scott Horton, for some reason, who does not get a lot of views on YouTube, who should. I saw one of Ruben's.
Oh, I forgot Ruben said hi.
Hey, Ruben. Since you guys are watching NBA, what is your opinion on Dennis Rodman?
Wasn't he like a defensive player?
Him with North Korea or the player? Him as a player. Defensive, rebound,
God?
rugged guy.
Oh, okay.
Rugged, tough, snuff the shit out of you. Him in North Korea, hopefully he's doing some diplomatic work there. There was another one from Ruben I wanted to read. Bars. Real quick. Where am I at? Lula is a good leader. I don't know who that is. Martine says Russians and Chinese want to control Venezuela. Well, yeah, that's what superpowers do. But would they be there unless we were there as well? That's a question. That's in the air. I've heard that. Ruben says Bolsonaro also wants to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. I mentioned that when we were looking into the guy. Like, you're in Brazil, you have your Brazilian flag, and right next to it is an Israeli flag. Yeah. And I'm like...
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
I'm like, what?
Martine, so this is a new war.
Curry's struggling, by the way.
Well, I mean, I would say it's basically a bunch of wars by proxy. That's been happening since the 80s, you could say. Right? You could say, why does the U.S. want to have, and as well as other people, right, who are allies of the U.S., why are they so hell-bent on, being involved in the Middle East? Then you hear some people say, well, there's a nice little pipeline that they want to be built through specific areas of the Middle East.
Yeah.
And then you could say the same thing for Russia, how they want interests in there, too. That's why they're defending the opposition.
They might be playing games as far as...
To me, it just looks like, what's it called?
They might be playing games as far as keeping people off of using the U.S. dollar when they're trading something as large of a commodity as oil. Mm-hmm. And obviously Venezuela has the largest oil reserves. And we already have basic control over Saudi Arabia's shit as far as partnership with them to where they're using the petrodollar. So Russia's probably a little bit out of control. I don't know. I say the U.S. is a little bit out of control with their fucking wanting the U.S. dollar to be used everywhere. Increase the power of the currency. I'm not saying Russia's good, guys. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, wall's a slogan, yeah. Muay Thai, the U.S. government isn't to blame for everything. Stop saying that about everything. I'm giving you a fucking example, dumbass. I'm giving you an example.
Yeah.
I could say the same fucking thing about Ecuador.
Yeah.
Ooh, the U.S. Oh, I'm giving you an example, man. Venezuela, come on.
Fuck.
They have the world's largest oil reserves. I talk about the U.S. government because, well, let's see. I mean, it fucking pretty much looks like they're the world's largest superpower.
Fuck. Yeah.
And when they say we don't recognize Maduro, the Venezuelan president, as the fucking as the president of Venezuela, or legitimately, right? And you see everyone, and then suddenly everyone else follows in line. Okay, so I don't know what your argument is here, dude. I'm giving you examples of what the U.S. government has been caught doing in fucking South America, you know. So I don't understand where this is going. I don't.
This is going the opposite direction of what I predicted. Crow is eating right now. I'm now eating crow.
This isn't a left versus right thing. This is someone looking at shit objectively.
I'm used to the microphone.
Take a look at who Gary Webb is, all right? Have fun with that.
Rodman does not look like him.
Rodman? No.
We'll be putting a person each. I'm for 20 years. What?
No, not bad. You fucked up if you have 16 home runs, you only have 20 RBIs. Yeah. You're up.
Ruben says, Israel is responsible for the caravans from Honduras. Israel is over there. I don't know that.
Me either. I don't know about that either. But I always establish it at the end of the day. And we always do this, which means it's kind of telling if you don't watch some more videos. To make the distinction between what ignorance and corruption is. And that involves everybody on an individual level. Which is why I try not to, when I say the U.S. government, I would hope that everybody who watches our videos or whatever, or what have you, is going to understand what we are saying or what we mean by that. Because then you're going to say, well, what are you, an anarchist? I'm like, no. Because if you look at what the government is, right, it's fucking people.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a people problem. It's a fucking human problem. It's corruption, ignorance. What does that consist of? And so on and so forth. So I don't want to hear I'm a leftist or I'm an anarchist or some dumb, stupid shit. Literally, like in almost every fucking video, this is like touched upon. I don't understand. Well, I do. I do understand how someone can say shit like this. And if you're parroting something from somebody.
Ruben says all the major street gangs were created by the State Department. The gang signs they use often have occult meanings. I had no idea about that either.
Me either. That's interesting though. But even looking at
I've heard shit about MS-13 and like
yeah, I've heard shit about that too.
Worshipping death or whatever the fuck they do.
Yeah.
Whatever novice wannabe poser shit they do.
Where are you? It's tough for me to fucking do that. I'll leave that to you. Pause.
Martine says, our propaganda says Ava has videos. They are funny.
I'm bad.
I love Ava Bartlett. Good.
Even that, we could talk about fucking street gangs and shit. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's fucking ties to the criminal justice department and shit like that, man. Because if you look at what the military industrial complex is, it's not hard to fucking see what goes on there, you know?
It could also be practical, as in, we pay you money to look the other way, or I need you to get someone, like I think that's how El Chapo was getting at.
Hey.
He guards will just look the other way while he's digging a fucking tunnel.
Digging a tunnel? Like you couldn't hear that, you know?
Ugh.
Like, you know who
I had extra
fucking,
salsa last night.
You know more than you know more you know more about this than I do, but fucking Freeway Ricky Ross.
Yeah,
Where the fuck do you think he was getting his shit from?
not directly from the CIA.
Not directly, but right? You just got to connect the dots. Here. Oh, I'm pitching, my bad. Third inning, only? Fuck.
Martin says Caracas has power supplies shortage. Right? Yeah.
That's interesting.
Water is a constant problem. Yeah. They also have $5 billion locked away somewhere because the U.S. won't let them access it. Literally, literally their money in a bank, and they're blocking it. Now, it could be corrupt leaders that they're trying to block. Well, I don't think they're doing it as that purpose, but they could have corrupt leaders that that's probably the reason why they're blocking the money. But I think it's more of advantageous for any type of coup or replacement of government. Propaganda. She asks poor kids, "Are you hungry?" and they bring her food every time. Same thing I heard from that journalist. I was on Scott Horton's show, where he's like I'd lived in the barrios, and neighbors, everybody would, I'd be invited over to have dinner because they'd supply them They have a socialized, giving out food.
Yeah.
They had a system for that, or they have a system for that. Ruben Garcia, Dennis Rodman, as an NBA player, WCW wrestler, and North Korea. The rainbow hair fits him, man.
He's certainly he's interesting. He's an interesting dude.
He's a full mixture. Martin says people in Venezuela are fucked.
That dude.
Propaganda says because of the USA.
That Bolsonaro guy, dude, like legitimately, it's like, dude, you look and act like a dictator.
And he's gay.
I don't know about that.
I'm saying he's gay. But I also predicted the Warriors would be up by 10.
Yeah.
At least 10. Martin says oil, biggest supply. Do I need to say any more? But I look at people, they are fucked. Fuck, I got lost. I got really lost. They're fucked.
Up.
They live below any standards. Yeah.
Well, you could say there's as far as a class system in Brazil.
Talk about Venezuela specifically.
Oh, my bad. Well, just like I can make the comparison between the two, right? For Brazil,
I don't know as much about Brazil as I do.
They're like this.
The whole Venezuela thing.
There's an upper class, right?
Fan flute.
Lower class, and the lower class is very, very. What do you call it? The distinction between the two classes is like fucking deep, man. Like in Venezuela, when that one guy's explaining on door, where it's like the rich fucking got way richer, and the poor are just getting poorer.
That's like anywhere.
And the sanctions and everything else that the U.S. implemented aren't fucking helping.
All right.
So,
Ruben, our chat encyclopedia says Lula was the progressive leader of Brazil during the 2000s. The one that got locked away for really shady reasons. I'm ignorant on it.
Me too.
By the way, Bolsonaro didn't really win.
No.
If I'm correct. I think he only had like 27% of the vote, but the other person was going away for corruption reasons.
Ran unopposed. You could say, right?
Won by default. Wouldn't say unopposed. There's other candidates, I believe.
Oh. Okay.
Propaganda. Yes, the USA to blame for everything. Wake up.
What?
I don't know about that.
What?
Propaganda says yes, the USA is to blame for everything. Wake up.
You sure you want to? You sure? Propaganda? Did I say that?
Iggy with the steal.
Did I say that, or are you just assuming shit?
Curry.
If that's what you think, you have not been listening to me or anything I've been fucking saying. I literally just spent like 2 minutes saying it. I can get why Tessarian doesn't want to fucking... I get it now. I truly understand it. They do.
Full name
Aggravating.
is Luis Inacio Lula da Silva. Our chat encyclopedia. Thank you. Martin says, looking at the score, Raptors will win. If they do, they are the 2019 champs. That'll be epic if they come back. Let's say the Warriors lose this game, then Durant's like, fuck it. He pulls the ice off his fucking Achilles. Starts putting up 50 a game.
Well, is it a tear?
Everyone's guessing about it. From what I saw,
'Cause that's
I was
bad.
watching Undisputed today.
Yeah.
With Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. And who was on? Fuck. The dude Blake Griffin jumped over. Who looks pissed off all the time. Forgot his name. Fuck, why am I forgetting his name? But yeah, they were talking to him. And he's like, I don't know, usually, like, right now they're saying 4 to 6 weeks. Like, as before, they were saying 4 to 6 weeks. If it was Achilles, it'd be like,
Ooh.
it'd be like 10 weeks plus. Oh, shit. Is that eyebrow or nose?
Looked like right here. Watch that elbow.
Oh. Oh.
I saw this. I'm like, elbow.
This happens to little guys. Got to paint. Right under the eye.
Yeah. He might be okay.
I'm not a dickhead.
Huh.
That was an accidental play. No fucking call.
Martin says, let's leave politics aside. We have the finals on hand.
They were wrong. The Curry's played the whole half. They just looked exhausted. They're not back in transition.
They're scrambling. They need to slow the fucking game down instead of running.
Ruben, I'll show you my sources when I find them. I also agree with the two of you about labels being useless. Like, you know, again, it's like what was it? 2 videos ago, or the last video that we fucking did? Went into depth on what we call team playing.
Last video?
It was either last video or the video before that one.
What were we talking about?
It's Ruben's comment.
We're talking about that? Was that shit talked about? Oh, wow. It's at a stadium. Look at
What are you talking about, dude?
that over there.
Oh, fucking savage. I'll show you my sources when I find them. I also agree with the two of you about labels being useless. I mean,
About the ideas, is it not?
well, I think what he means is prototypically what we mean by labels, right? The right, the left, da-da-da-da-da. It's like, you keep up with this shit, son.
This shit's out of the stadium. So.
Here, let me pause it so I can admire the fucking shot. Give me the control.
Look at it. Look at it go.
It's not good enough. I have to see it off the bat.
Look at it go.
Here, you read. Start from there and go down.
Martin says basketball, no politics. Look at the score.
Look at the score. I can see him at home just screaming.
Like, ah! If Raptors win, we'll be over in Game 5. Does KD come back? Does he rush himself back? Or is he like, by not playing, I proved they can't win without me.
That's fucking mean.
I'm going to Brooklyn. See you later, Oakland.
Watch all the fans flock back.
Ruben says, Mara Salvatrucha.
Ooh, that's a tooth, son. That's a fucking tooth. Oh.
Fuck it. Leave it there.
That's grimy, man. If some dude walks out there and cleans that area, I'm like, ugh, come on, guys.
Alright, Mara Salvatrucha, MS-13 were created shortly after the Civil War in El Salvador that the CIA was involved with. Zoe Pound is a Haitian street gang that was started by refugees from the Duvalier era. Fuck. We know on the surface things, and you can only imagine all
Yeah.
the fucking little things that's happened over all this time period. that even Ruben doesn't even know about.
Yeah.
All the shit he puts in here, and it's like, imagine all the shit that even he doesn't know about.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
even this shit, man.
yeah,
Even when Corbett came out with the World War I documentary,
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? And before you fucking say, oh, the U.S., no, dude, it was people from fucking foreign countries. Fucking wealthy families from foreign countries.
Yeah.
And then you know what they did? They became established in the U.S. market. Like the Rockefellers or the Rothschilds, et cetera, et cetera. It's like, what the fuck? That's insanity, man. And you look at all the events that fucking happened before World War I and the events leading up to them, as far as it being strategically planned over a number of years, that's insane. Which makes you fucking think, oh, no shit, when you fucking see a project for a new American century, people think, oh my god, I can't believe that fucking happened. Guess what? It's been happening for fucking years. That's nothing new. What's new is a fucking piece of paper that says a project for a new American century.
Let me throw a conspiracy theory out there.
Fucking, what the fuck? Unreal.
Let me throw a conspiracy theory out there. All these, like David Icke, like these rich families that no one knows about or whatever. Maybe they know their names, but they don't know them. They don't know what they do behind closed doors. What if, like, they created, like, whoever the superpowers are in each era? To where
Very
they're like,
possible, man.
like, they won't look at us if they keep seeing the new superpower
Exactly.
pop up here, there,
You look at
there.
you look at who funded Hitler.
Conspiracy theory, started out there.
Corbett Report. James Corbett, who funded Hitler? Who had a direct hand in funding that guy?
Yeah,
You're literally funding and creating an enemy to fight him.
yeah.
And you look at everything that happened.
But
Like I said, it's a people problem, but I'm not going to ignore the fucking evidence. You know. That's insanity. So there goes the fucking whole you blame the U.S. for everything. Like, just look at this shit. That's insane. That's insane, man.
yeah. Fuck. Fucking Raptors, man. Kawhi fucking 34 points, 5 of 8 from 3. Jesus fucking Christ. Martin says the government help is called clap. I thought it was snap. Is that different? Is that us?
I'm not sure.
Is that our country? Is that a Great Alaska? In normal community, it will last for 3 to 5 days. It's not what I heard from people. From journalists, not people I know personally, but you know, they seem to have a track record of getting things correct. But they could be wrong, they could be lying, who knows? Alright. Starting from the orange. Ruben's comment.
Ruben Garcia, who was the first internet shitface you can think of, and why does that asshole call himself Gay Wonk? Is he trying to be funny? What is he talking about?
That's Carlos Maz's
Oh,
Twitter name.
okay. I thought that was an insult.
Gay Wonk. No, that's his name.
Okay, he's being silly then.
Yeah.
He's being a silly fucker, man.
Yeah, but we know what Crowder is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for real.
And we know what Maz is. You work for... Let's be real, dude.
Martine, I want my B-Day present a Raptors win. He wants an upset.
Fuck you, son.
Ruben Garcia got locked away. Thanks for correcting me. Ruben Garcia, maybe that is what. All good. Ruben Garcia, maybe that really is what propaganda thinks. I'm trying to be clear on what I mean. Propaganda, this will be good. I wouldn't expect a bunch of sports fans to get politics. The USA is blamed for all the world's evils, especially in the last 500 years.
Who said that?
Propaganda.
Well, their names stick out.
I could say the same thing with the UK. Are they not involved? Look, it's a people problem. It's not a fucking USA, England. When I say U.S. government, I mean a group of people that are within the U.S. government.
Yeah.
So, and I always say it's a people problem, it's a human problem. Ignorance or corruption, it's either one of the two. And that's it. And we talk about that. So I don't understand. Ooh, because I like sports? Are you fucking kidding me? You serious?
Jimmy Dore likes sports. I think he's protesting the NFL, but other than that, it's a damn.
Don't do that.
Oh, fuck you.
Martine, love the skip. You hate the Raptors because Kawhi.
What are you talking about?
You said you're jealous of his cornrows. He didn't say that, but you can read it. Right
I
after.
told him Kawhi's like the next MJ. Stylistically, he's not going to have the legacy. USA is to blame for the death of Jesus. Now you're just trolling.
Someone is trying to frame us.
Finals? Are you doing a high school exam?
Who said that?
Propaganda.
Are you?
You dorkies of the dorkiest dorks. You're welcome. Ruben says, yes, the bullshit left-right paradigm. Anyway, the U.S. truly is evil. It created gay wonk.
I can tell you're joking there. At least I would hope you are.
He's joking.
Yeah.
Oh, you're out. Fastball to the face.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
In older games, they actually used to have the guys fucking go down, be in pain and shit, not tough it out.
Muay Thai says Jordan is racist. No, I'm not.
That's what I thought.
Propaganda. You guys see prison video of Julian? No, I haven't seen that, but I've heard.
I've been reading about it. That dude,
I've
something
heard about
fucked up's been happening to that guy, man.
They may not want him to be able to say a word.
No,
in public.
no, they don't.
Conspiracy minded, just saying.
It makes for one, it makes total sense why they wouldn't want that guy to say a word, you know.
Yeah.
Especially when you see what happens with Chelsea and Manning. You don't fucking think they want something to use against him?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's testify, or let's go into court, a private court. Yeah, that sounds real cool. Come on, I can't believe no one's really talking about that. You know what I'm saying?
And let's say if
That's-
Assange dies while he's in the U.S., people will get really, really, really suspicious. I mean, they'll already be suspicious if he died before he got here, but
about to say.
they'd be a lot more suspicious if he was in the country, safe and sound, and all of a sudden killed over or whatever. Anyways. Propaganda says Snap is for new babies. My bad. Thanks for correcting me. Unless you're lying. Then go fuck yourself. Martine says, I will let you inside journalists that got fucked up by the government. Oh, there's plenty.
Oh, sure.
There's plenty on paper and plenty alleged. Like Gary Weber.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Fucking Danny Green.
And there's,
hits a
and there's
three.
other fucking
Oh
names
my
I'm
God.
forgetting, you know. Corbett had a series called Requiem of the Suicided, you know? And he mentions, like, distinctive names, and it's one of these names I don't remember, but it was a journalist. And the way it looked when they found him dead, this one specific guy, I can't remember his name, it looked like a raid happened in his apartment or his house, where the hell he was living.
Okay. I thought you were going to say Michael Hastings. The guy who was like, where the government's like, we can control cars now with all these computer chips.
That's
in
another
them."
thing.
He drives like 120 miles an hour straight
No,
into
this
a tree,
this might be a little bit more like,
and the car blows up.
this might be one of those things where it's like Corbett will make a video as opposed to talking about it, using it as a brief example to further a point.
He made a video on that.
A video? Okay, I didn't know that.
I forgot it was like a series almost. Like
Okay.
Deaths of Convenience or something like that.
Okay, yeah. Oh, no, I did see that. He involved the fucking people who were going to testify fucking September 11th, right?
No.
Deaths of Convenience? Yeah.
Well, that's one of maybe that's one of them.
Okay, no. Okay, so I did see it. I just guess I forgot it. I could be wrong about that though.
Propaganda Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. All right, gotcha. Ruben Garcia. Yes, Gay Wonk is Carlos Maza of Vox. Yes, I did. Clap is the same thing. Clap is a venereal disease. Watch Chappelle Show for.
Dude, I wrote that in some kid's ball, man. Some kid's baseball. It was his last game, like senior day, etc. I wrote that on his fucking. I wrote that on the ball, man.
Oh boy, another wide open shot.
Baseball, man.
Right now, my score is 15 point lead.
You had Golden State winning, right?
Yeah, by double digits. That shit ain't happening now. Propaganda says Jimmy Dore and sports suck balls. How dare you? Matt Hunter, FBI tapes allege Martin Luther King watched a rape.
What was that question we asked him?
What is... does free will exist?
Yeah, does free will exist, Matt? Don't forget.
Propaganda says, I think they will try to kill him. Talk about Julian Assange. Matt Hunter puts down the article again from last time. Martine says, Carolina is fighting tomorrow.
Yeah, she is.
Do you think she'll win or not?
Who's she fighting?
She's going to win.
Who's she fighting?
She fighting Jessica I? No, that's someone else, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's Valentina.
Ooh.
I forgot, who's Carolina
Shevchenko?
fighting? Yeah.
They're both killers, man, but whenever I see Shevchenko, I'm like,
That's the
fuck.
co-main.
Shevchenko is a fucking savage, man.
Don't forget Triple G's fighting tomorrow.
Yeah.
That'll be on the little screen over here.
Well, no.
It'll probably.
If I can find a way to adjust this here, we can have one screen like right here, and something like big up. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah.
Might just have it like that.
Just right here. Instead of doing this,
For me, it's like
the idea was to push this back.
now it's blocking the big TV.
Would it? No, it wouldn't.
Either way, whatever. We'll figure it
wouldn't.
out. We'll figure it out.
All right.
Binge drink. Matt Hunter says binge drinker MLK was an accessory to rape. I didn't know that, and I might not believe that. I'd have to see the information. Thank you for putting the links out.
What was the question?
Does free will exist?
Yeah, don't run away from that question, dude. Does free will exist? Does it?
I gotta catch down on
Gotcha.
the comments. Propaganda says 10-point game. I got
Oh boy.
Raptors up. 5.5 minutes left for us. You probably see the scoreboard that's like ahead of us. But screw you guys.
Oh man. That's it.
Warriors a little bit over aggressive, man, on defense. They're sliding past offensive players and shit.
I gotta wonder
Chill out on the steals.
how much of a factor that Durant would have made if he was be able to play.
A scoring machine.
Yeah.
Just a like machine like scoring.
I meant like the difference.
Just good.
Would he have been like the
Good.
fucking difference? Like if he was playing, would it have been a sweep? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's be a sweep. Kawhi is very good. They have some very good players. Propaganda, but some prisoner released video of Julian in prison before he was in the hospital. Okay. You probably hit up TMZ for like $10,000.
Yeah, can you imagine? I don't think he talked to them. All right.
MLK, blah blah blah. Watched him laugh as a woman drink. Okay, man.
How old is
Get
that?
it. Okay, I'll read into it, Matt. Don't worry, you're not being ignored, man. Just all these comments in the NBA Finals.
They still have a chance.
They're working so hard on defense where it's like they get a miss and then they're just like, oh, staring at the basketball float over their heads.
Mm-hmm.
There's still time, but propaganda says FBI lied about MLK.
There's
Not reading that.
a Corbett Report video. Lies the FBI told me.
Martine, she's not fighting Valentina. Yeah,
Oh, I thought she was.
no. It said Jessica I.
Jessica I.
Just go down.
I'm down.
It's right there. Just go down.
I want to see her fight record.
You can go down. Click her name.
It's all good. Too late.
So I can see that she's actually fighting her. Or not. You cannot do
It's
that.
too late.
Ah, see, there you go.
Oh, she's not fighting her.
No, Jessica I is fighting Valentina.
Okay, my fault.
That's what I was saying. More
Fuck.
FBI and Martin Luther King tapes. Gotcha. And Matt's got links for days.
You have a link for that free will?
Are you doing that for a particular reason? Do you think I hero worship Martin Luther King? Oh, he's black. He must like him.
I think the guy's a product of his time.
As far as the typical mainstream narrative of Martin Luther King, yeah, I like the character. But if
I don't know him.
If I find out he's a rapist, fuck him.
Well, exactly.
Like you don't deserve this. I'm taking your words with me.
Yeah. But the point is,
You go think about what you did.
this aura
Pussy.
that's there, I'm like, okay, that's like the hero archetype. I like that.
But I wouldn't be surprised if the FBI's lying about it. Let's
Me
be
either. I
real.
wouldn't be surprised, man.
I mean, you'd make a better case if you had an independent journalist doing did all the covered all the.
Did a bunch of groundwork, years worth of evidence, testimonies, etc., etc. So, do I
Must be snowing in
do I
Alaska.
think shit from the FBI is reliable? No.
Propaganda says UFC and sports is for evil ass Americans.
I can. It's kind of
Go
clear.
choke on a hockey puck.
Pretty clear.
Hockey pool.
You're not having anything to offer, so. If you're gonna say dumb shit like that.
Martinez says Raptors will take it home.
Will they?
No. You know what the Warriors are gonna do? They're gonna tell the Raptors to get out of the way.
Let me guess. Curry's gonna go on a three-pointer fucking binge.
Barrage.
I'm gonna call it a binge.
That's basketball lingo.
Barrage.
Yes.
Fucking extra heel won't have a piece of shit. All right.
Damn, I gotta catch up. Oh, I gotta catch up on these comments.
She's fighting Alexa Grasso.
Ah, I know that name.
My shit's not.
Ruben Garcia, Dinesh D'Souza is now denouncing MLK because of Matt Hunter's claims, while pretending that he never built a career claiming that MLK was actually a conservative. I saw him trending today because he was saying no Republicans own slaves. Then some guy called him out and he had to sort of fix his answer. Whatever. Propaganda. No, they went to that Cassandra Fairbanks. Cassandra's okay in my book.
10-2.
Makes me question if it was a CIA plant. She's a Bernie to Trump person. You can make sense of that. Real people could actually do that. Like Bernie. Oh, they cheated Bernie. Here's this countercultural type of guy, character in Trump, who's also talking about WikiLeaks throughout the entire campaign. So she's like, oh, he's probably on Julian Assange's side. And then obviously he turns on him, turns on his whole message, and She's like, fuck Trump now, to be honest with you.
Be a big fight.
Because of Assange and because of Yemen. I think she's on the Tulsi train. I don't think she's like H.A. Goodman, man. That's a different story to me.
H.A. Goodman.
Propaganda says, I think they are Mockingbird indie journalists. Okay. That's CIA infiltrating media and shit like that. I don't think she's that, man. I really think she's a real person who's just like, almost like the way I read the temperature of the country, when it's like, oh, I can see them, like, everyone's pissed at Clinton. I can see that, like, it's actually a positive sign. Like, they're recognizing corruption and saying no to it. And they're picking this guy who's against the grain. He's going to drain the swamp and all that shit. That's how I read it. Ruben says, Fairbanks, she works for One American News Network alongside Jack Posobiec or whatever his last name is spelled. So most likely. Now those guys, I don't know about whatever their name is, One American News Network, but Posobiec, I'm like, you look sketchy as fuck. Looks like a sketchy motherfucker. But you can see guys like that taking advantage of other people. I'm just saying, it's my personal opinion on Cassandra Fairbanks. I don't know much about her. I don't go to her for news. I'm just saying what I've seen from a distance.
From what I know, for both of us, we usually stick to the core group of guys that we consider legitimate, but we occasionally not occasionally, but we look for others. Like, what are you saying over here, you know?
Making a comeback, Martine. Shut your pie hole. We're making a comeback.
Like, I remember when we found out who Tim Pool was.
Ha!
You know, now
all I had to do is hear a couple of words from him, and I'm like, something's off with this motherfucker.
No, you said that like months ago. Now it's like something's really off.
Oh, we started looking more into him.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck. The more we hear from you, it's like, ugh. Trump will win in 2020.
The leftists are now going crazy. What will happen in 2020? Ugh.
Muay Thai, you're not the boss of shit.
Yeah, that's what I fucking
You're the
thought.
boss of yourself. How about that?
I would hope so.
Bang!
I would hope so.
Hey, you like that, Martine? I bet if I flip to the score what it is now, they're down by 30. It's like,
Watch.
fuck.
Greatest
I'm
comeback.
checking. God damn it.
You're that guy that's watching some fight and you look on Wikipedia to see what happens. You know you got that shit late. You're like, fuck, my guy lost.
Now, Hunter, does free will exist? Your question is framed in such a way assumed free will exists. No, it's not.
How? You might have an argument if I said who or what is the chooser, which is why I asked you yesterday.
Let me help.
Go
him.
ahead.
We're asking, does free will exist as a concept? Now, we're saying it as a concept because we can't give you a handful of free will and say, does this exist? Right? We can't just hold up an invisible thing and say, does this exist? We're speaking of it in terms of a concept. That concept is applicable to a real thing. Do you think that real thing exists? Right? We have to use words, but we can't.
We can't give you it.
We can't say, here's free will.
So,
Does it exist?
Thank you. So, how about now?
Kickball.
Oh, no.
Kickball. NBA's rigged, son. It's rigged.
Just dunks it.
Look how long it took him to call that fucking
Dude,
kickball.
that
They're
guy,
waiting.
That guy looks like a taller version of Rondo. To me.
A little bit.
He's darker.
Shut up, Van Gundy. It's a fucking kickball. Fucking pussy. James. The CIA were involved in the McGregor-Aldo 13-second knockout.
I can believe that.
Someone put on a strobe light right when Aldo was going in. He's like, you saw his eye squint.
Maybe.
CIA stole his TRT.
Yeah. No, that works. Yeah.
Propaganda. Canada always has better teams in all sports. You mean
Hockey?
You mean Providence versus Providence. don't go below the border.
You could say hockey. Even at one point, Russia was dominating fucking hockey, I believe, right?
Yeah.
In the Olympics.
Yeah, all their steroided fucking athletes.
And they're doing Olympic lifting and plows and shit.
This is the best players too. Psych.
Yeah, the Blue Jays are amazing.
This game's over, man. It's
Yeah,
over.
It's over. I think I just saw Curry shake his fucking head. That's him.
Fuck you, Martine. But happy birthday at the same time. Go fuck yourself on your birthday.
Oh, they're taking him out?
You had to pick against me, didn't you? That's what happens. Propaganda, but Trump is clearly a liar and an evil dude. She still pushed Trump. Not until it was noticeable that he was fucking up.
I don't think he's evil.
But yeah, she changed because everyone was like, come on, idiot. I think she's Assange first and whoever...
Who?
Cassandra Fairbanks.
Oh.
And whoever, helps Assange or promotes him or whatever, she might jump on that side or give them a look. Martine says, I vote my friend Donald. Look at Raptors up 11. Fuck you, Martine. Go vote for that cheese doodle.
Yukon.
Poland for the polar bears, says Muay Thai. It's airballed it.
That's what I thought.
This was a close game. They fight for that fucking basketball and they get it back. That was just like, fuck, we lost.
Look at his face, man. Just walking around. I hate seeing that.
Ruben Garcia, NBA question. What's your favorite team? I've never had a favorite team in basketball. I always watch player to player.
Really?
Yeah.
I never watched enough to really say I have a favorite team, but you said favorite team or player?
What's your favorite team?
Okay. I'd have to go with the Knicks. If I had to choose, I'm going to stick with them. But I don't really watch, so I can't really say they're my favorite team, you know what I mean?
I always go player to player. And I do teams, but it's just like, I want to watch them play.
I do like watching highlights of Iverson. Yeah.
Iverson's fucking fun to watch.
Well,
man.
he's like when I first started looking at it, like really looking into it, I'm like, this guy's not even 6 foot. Look at him. He ain't 6 foot.
No, he's not.
Nah. Like, even if they say he is, you ain't.
You might have seen him when his athleticism was dropping a bit. He's still quick and fast, but
I saw the highlights of him when he didn't have the cornrows and shit.
In high school
When
and
he was
shit.
fucking fast and shit.
Oh, he's still fast, but
No.
he used
I meant
to
like
jump like.
I mean like
to dunk on
super,
people.
like fucking what's it called? Like a
Spring.
just going bing bing ding ding ding. That's what I mean.
Yeah. And he crossed Michael Jordan.
Yeah, they lost the game though.
Propaganda says, and yeah, Jordan, all sports are fake. It's all computer generated. It's all a distraction. Martine says, don't hate the player, hate the game. Fuck the player and the game. God damn it.
You know why?
Don't forget. Don't forget. There's more games left.
Without Leonard. It's like, maybe you should sit out. Maybe you should.
Propaganda says the USA is the worst in all sports. Canada has the best basketball team, the Grizzlies. They're not in Canada anymore. They moved to Memphis.
Even I know that.
Your team's literally playing right now in the finals, about to go up 3-1.
At least you have Bret Hart, you know?
Yeah.
He's cool.
You guys got Drake.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're taking Metric. They're ours now. They belong to us. That's why their music's free over here and you got to pay money in Canada.
You guys have Jordan Peterson?
Yeah, yeah, Peterson.
We take this, Eric.
He's Irish.
I drafted him.
Okay. Propaganda. We have the best baseball team. We have the best hockey teams.
All right, now you're just lying. It's over.
Yeah, it's all over.
You said it's all over.
So Martin said. Ruben says, the USA has become a huge disaster at the Olympics. And I don't mean that. Fuck. I don't mean that they often lose. They often win, but the shameless commercialization, and even bigger shame that materials all come from foreign nations that abuse their workers.
You think that's wait? You said it's a USA thing, or
The USA has become a huge disaster.
Oh, yeah, I would say so.
From what I heard back in the day,
I would
whatever
say-
city, whatever city the Olympics go to, the poor in that city is just fucked.
Yeah,
They're just fucked.
but
I forgot the details of why.
it's like I would say the same thing for any other country, man. Well, I could be ignorant on that, but I mean like main countries, you could say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fuck you, Andy. No, I love you. I don't know. Do I love him? Do I hate him?
No, I don't know. I have to look into that.
I like Toronto. I just like being right a bit more. I like being correct more than I like the Toronto Raptors or any team. So fuck the Raptors this game. Warriors will win next game. Actually, I'm not making that prediction yet. I need to go away, think about it for a while.
You need to look at how tight those cornrows are fucking. If they're too tight, then they'll lose the next game. You'll see.
Propaganda. We have the best sports contaminators.
Yeah.
That might be Russia.
As far as it being proven, well, not proven, but a case to be made. What was it called? Icarus?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
documentary.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's horrible, man.
Martine, how Kenny Smith says, "It's all over. It's all over. Let's go home."
Oh, dude, I got something horrible to tell you. Oh, look at this. First of all, see their jerseys? So you got
Raptors.
logos. So you got logos on it. It says Sun Life. You got a Nike check on there. New Yankee.
That's a new thing. That's relatively new.
No, the next year, Yankee uniforms have a big ass fucking fat Nike check. I'm like, fuck that, man.
That's different because they make the uniforms as opposed to Poland Springs
They're gonna
on a Yankee uniform on their chest.
watch.
Look like
They'll
NASCAR.
do some shit. Just wait.
Propaganda says now we have the best music. No, we took metrics, so sorry. You live in Alaska now.
Hawaii.
Propaganda says, ew, Jordan Peterson. Ruben says,
He's all yours.
Ruben Garcia says, the USA's equipment and materials come from abusive foreign labor. Yeah. Like, speaking of that Nike check.
Yeah, you ever said a little documentary about Nike and how they basically have, what do you call it? Factories and workers in third world countries that can't survive off the shit that they pay them. And when a group of people, back in 98 or 99, decide to make a documentary, and they somehow, some way, find a way to talk to the guy who's the head of Nike, guy that created it.
It's like Phil Knight.
Yeah, they find him. He fucking just shut like gets them out of the fucking way. I'm like, you fucking
Was that Michael Moore documentary?
believe so.
It was like Roger and Me or something like that. Anyways. Propaganda. We have John Ralston Saul, the best philosophers too. Nah, I'm the best philosopher. Because I said so. USA has the best military, and that's it. That's all you goofs have.
The U.S. I would even say that.
Yeah, but if we just bomb you tomorrow, we'll have the best of all those other things.
I think it was this thing, man, right here.
Okay. Ruben. Brazil really fucked itself when they hosted the Olympics during 2016. The Olympics are evil. It fucks every country. I got lost. The Olympics are evil. It fucks every country. Cities spend millions while the poor starve, just like Venezuela. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call them evil. Is it the people or is it the Olympics?
Yeah.
So that's like saying YouTube's evil. No, it's not.
Or the government.
Yeah.
Ruben says, Bret Hart is a member of the Hart Foundation that's still alive. Brian Pillman, Owen, the British Bulldog, and Jim Neidhart are all dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Propaganda says, no. Alright, No Logo by Naomi Klein, dunked on Phil Knight. So hard. I like Naomi. Ruben says, Nike uses prison labor from American private prisons to make shoes. Nike abuses American people as well.
Wouldn't be surprised.
You skip my at bat, son? Whatever.
I mean,
How dare you?
I saved it.
I saw it. I was looking at it right there.
I saved it, bitch.
Breaking hidden streaks and microphones, huh? Look at you. Thank God you weren't
also,
around during DiMaggio, man. Save this streak.
Oh, don't put any what are they called? Jobbers in front of me either. You know?
Let's see if they show his ankle. Never mind.
Oh, his face.
That was ankles. Kevin Durant's ankles are like that.
Let's
I'm
see.
like, Jesus Christ.
Let's see if it pops up on the search, like on the search bar. Kevin
It's gonna be like girlfriend.
Durant. Nike shoes. Wow. You might be the only dude that doesn't have a wife there.
I know.
Well, let's see.
Keep
Yeah.
my wife's name out of your mouth. His ankles.
Agent. Wow. Okay. People aren't as petty as I thought. Ankle. To be fair though,
Him like out of
it
game
wasn't-
gear.
It was not that long ago where you were like, fucking
Yeah.
legs like
Oh, his
this.
might be worse. Because he's also 6'11". It can't be him in game shit, because he probably has like pads and all that shit on.
I'll find something. He pads his ankles. It's like that's like the equivalent of having shoe lifts.
They have like braces and shit all. I don't think those are for injury. I think it's more for
Oh, stability.
in case you
That's stability.
roll your ankle.
That's for stability. Yeah.
Yeah. No, not like I'm running and I roll my. I mean,
I know
like
why people wear
I
it.
land on someone's foot.
I know. It's like it keeps it.
Yeah. Naomi is Canadian. You can't like her. We took her too. She was on Democracy Now! Too many times, so she's now American. Congratulations. James, you should hang his tits over my sink and make me a sandwich. That's bad funny.
What?
James should hang his tits over my sink and make me a sandwich. That's fucking hilarious.
I don't have any tits. Not even fat.
Jordan is rude to Kramer, but Kramer is rude to Jordan first. Exactly.
I don't think they've ever seen him.
Someone understands me.
You want to know the real story?
That's hilarious.
You want to know the real story? All right. This is what happened. This is what happened. This is why my buddy. This is why my buddy does not like him at all. He tried to pet him when he didn't see him walking up from behind him. He petted him. He pissed himself instantly right after that. And then, like 3 seconds after that, he started barking and growling. That's what happened. And ever since then, he's been screaming crime statistics, birth rates, in bark form.
ever since then. But whenever Jordan walks up to me, he has nothing to say. So that's the way it is. Nothing ever be the same.
Yeah, his ankles are pretty bad, dude. I can even tell from right here. Look at that. Look at that. That's gross. That's nasty. Look at that. That's bad, man.
Yeah.
Like the first player to ever wear sweats in a game.
That is weird, man. Do people tell him not to work out?
NBA is weird, man. I think players tell dudes, well, that might be just pro athletes in general. We're like, I'm not doing that. Okay, you're Kevin Durant. But here's the thing, he doesn't play weak. He plays very strong. Like, he moves guys.
Listen, there's specific exercise and workouts that you don't have to get fucking. If you don't want to turn this bull crap off. I don't want to hear Jimmy Kimmel. Fuck Jimmy Kimmel. Tonight, nothing about Syria.
I got him.
There's a lot of things that a little bit of extra muscle can do as far as providing stability. So when he lands in awkward positions like that, maybe that extra stability or strength will, lead him away from shit like this. Like there's a reason why certain guys, they're looked at like, why did this guy never get hurt? And you look at him like, As far as mobility, strength and stability in specific areas of the body, And then there are guys who are fucking walking around like Cousins, who look like they just show up. Like their workout is practice. That's their workout. Just practice. Maybe some push-ups and sit-ups, maybe. But it's like, I saw.
This is the only time he's really been like injured like that.
I'm saying if you watch him moving around and shit, you could tell how it's like, oh, this might affect you really, really badly. As opposed to a dude that's like, like balanced, I would say. That's what I would call it. I mean, there's injuries. There's freak injuries, like someone landing on you.
I have a theory
290 pounds plus.
I have a theory about guys in practice and then guys in games. Like,
it's different.
You can't fake that extra adrenaline.
No, you can't. No.
Where you're moving faster and then all of a sudden, blown tire or something.
Oh, I know the feeling. Trust me.
Propaganda. Stevie Wonder, that poor son of a bitch, is going to tell him he's wearing a macrame plant holder on his head. Did the Raptors win? Well, the score's right there on our screen, so yeah.
It's a lie.
That's right, it's a lie.
The government won, really. Yeah.
This time you were right, propaganda. Yeah. It was a simulation. Yeah. So that makes me correct somehow.
It's like, look. See his face? It's like...
Propaganda also says, hang those tits over my headboard, dude, too.
You probably want that, don't you? Anyway, he's like, look at it. He's like, they ain't shit without me. You mama ain't shit.
That'd be the worst thing ever. If he's just in the tunnel, like, yes.
I know dudes like that, we're not like playing on a team or whatever. Like they're not starting, they're not doing shit. They're not even like platoon. And I would see it. They're like, we won. Fuck. I'm like, damn. Like, that's like dark, dude. Like, lose.
All right, that's it from us.
All right.
Canada didn't win shit. Like 90% of your team is American.
You know what's gonna
motherfucker.
Happen? This is the kind of dude or whoever that's gonna say, "Yeah, we won," and then they'll all smell him out, like you're not a fan of us or this or that. And they'll just stare at him like a fucking hawk.
We know your scent.
The next thing you see is like you ever see fucking Jazz from Fresh Prince getting thrown out with fucking house. That's what's gonna happen.
We know that smell. Drake was here last night. We threw him out too. All right, that's it from us. Please subscribe if you feel like. Comment at will. I don't know why you would comment on this video. Except for Muay Thai, I was going to say, go live, bro. Ireland for the Irish. We're not watching the video, propaganda. I apologize. We're leaving.
Oh, I'm not watching it here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done here.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Donate to Devon's Journey to Recovery. The link is down there, the GoFundMe account. I need to say that more often. I forget about it. Please donate. Please. Please. And with all that said, it's not for us. Donate. It's for charity. Devon's Journey to Recovery. GoFundMe link is down there. And with all that said, give this video a thumbs down.
Say you wanna get in.